कोरोना से हम तो हम पे कोरोना. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to have quiz on corona, and we have Yasir Malik with us. Yasir Malik, how are you?
Good evening, ma'am, and good morning from my side, because it's still a little early in the morning. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me on the very hot and the very pertinent topic of our time, which affects one and all far across the globe, in every village, in every city, in every continent almost. So, yes, that is coronavirus.
Yeah, you didn't appreciate my singing. How was I singing? How was it?
Ma'am, I was still astounded by it, so I'm still absorbing it. And whatever comes out of your mouth is always melodious.
I was thinking that let me give one task to the students along with the quiz, that if they can have some lines on corona, like I was singing
Ah,
corona, corona, corona. So can we ask the
that is,
children if they can do some rhyming on this and they can make some lines on corona?
I can always do something like,
I know you are a boy who always accept the challenges.
uh, na ra ro na ro na haya hai dekho corona. Something like,
That's
yeah,
really
I can do a bit of jamming with guitar. You need to send me a guitar and probably I'll send you a tune.
that was really nice.
Yeah.
So children are ready to do this. Any of the participant or the audience, whosoever is here, are you ready to do some rhyming with corona, and then let's have
Yeah,
some
and then
fun
we can
because
later have a little bit of a jam session with the hard rock music. Na 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 na. Kya hua aaya hai corona?
actually,
And of course,
actually let me see,
or
somebody is writing something, not rhyming but yes line. Okay, then come on, Zanul,
Dan
what?
Alhuda has accepted the challenge, ma'am.
Yes, yes,
But I can, I can do all that. But my request to you is that you would be the one who would be upfront because it's your voice which everybody wants to hear. So you would be in a jam session and starting with hard rock music, going on like it
But
goes
here,
on live rock shows.
Yasir, here you are wrong. Today, just in the morning itself, somebody rang me up and said that I only watch this program, the Purple Book program, because of Yasir, because when he speaks English, I love it. I said, okay, thank you very much. I was thinking of telling you.
Oh, wow. That is absolutely wonderful. Just made my day. That's
Yes.
wow.
Now, where is Zanul? Zanul, please switch on your video and then let us know what line you are going to make.
Maybe we can give Zanul some time. In the meantime, we can just, or somebody else also. Has Zanul
Yes,
come?
okay, fine.
I
Fine,
think Zanul
fine.
has been
So
typing
no need,
something in
ma'am,
chat.
but
Not
okay.
rhyming line, but yes, I think Zanul has become a little shy in speaking his mind. But I think this is a homework that you can give to all the participants here. That of course, Corona unfortunately is here to stay for a while, and how good it would be if they become a little creative with it and come up with their experiences, including, of course, with the word
Yes.
corona in it, the word COVID in it. And that's all the challenge. Like earlier, when these mushairas were held, they used to give just
Yeah.
one misra, and based on that, the ghazal used to come on. And this is exactly what your challenge is. Just give out a
Yes,
word.
yes, you are right. So, Yasir, now I think we should start our
Exactly.
session on corona so that afterwards we can check them on their knowledge.
Sure. So today, as ma'am has just mentioned, I would be quizzing you on your knowledge about coronavirus. And of course, because this is something which is now everywhere, literally everywhere, as in the air, the surfaces, inside us, in the society, in the news. So you must be knowing quite a lot about what is coronavirus. However, I think it would be just pertinent if I revise some of the facets of coronavirus, as in the biological aspect of it, which sometimes remains a little shrouded and doesn't come to light. So, viruses. I mean, what are viruses? If some of you try to visualize exactly how small a virus is, it is almost impossible for a human mind to grasp how small a virus is. Even it is almost impossible to grasp the how small a cell, which is the basic unit of life, how small a cell is. And a cell can contain millions of viruses. Just imagine. A cell, which is unimaginably small, can contain millions of viruses. And these cells make up to form tissue, tissues forms organs, organs, a collective, make up the human body or the organism. What happens is these viruses are basically non-living creatures. What they have is a coat inside which is a material called DNA or RNA, and then they have these hooks with which they actually come and land on the surface of the cell. And once they land on the surface of the cell, they release whatever is inside them into the cell, and that's when they become live. That's when they become living organisms. So basically, these are non living organisms. But once they enter inside a cell, inside an organ or an organism, that's when they become a living organism. So they just imagine it is a non living organism that has, and there is no other organism which has been discovered which is smaller than a virus and can be called an organism. So it is the smallest imaginable living thing that exists. And coronavirus is just a family of virus. Like there are many families of virus, there are many species of virus. Coronavirus is just one family. And this has been given the disease that came as a result of coronavirus is known as SARS-CoV-2, or and in more acronym form, it has been given COVID 19. 19 because of the year that it came, it was discovered, and was discovered, of course, you all know, in the wet market in China, in a town in China. That's where the alarm bells were raised, and from there on, it spread far across the world in every nook and corner, because these viruses have an immense ability to spread really like wildfire. And what happens is that as these viruses keep spreading, they spread through when people sneeze, the droplets that come out of people's mouths, because they incubate inside us. And once we sneeze, we spit, we touch surfaces, they remain on our surface, the virus gets transmitted, and then it's acquired by other people, of course, and then it incubates inside us. As in, incubation means that the virus remains inside us, multiplies, attaches to the surface of the cell, releases its contents, multiplies. The new viruses that come in, they again get attached to some cell until they are in enough quantity to cause some symptoms inside us, which are disease related. And that takes around roughly 14 days. And that's why we have the incubation period of 14 days of these viruses. Besides, the so when the people knew that, when the doctors start ascertaining that this is the new kind of virus, and we of course have not seen this virus that has infected humans, it was definitely a cause of alarm. And then the measure, because we don't have no remedy against this virus, so a race started to develop a vaccine against this virus. But at the same time, we were asked to do social distancing, which is not make meeting people in a way that we come in physical contact with them, making uh, meeting them at least 6 feet or 12 feet apart. Okay. And as a result of social distancing, the people started staying at home. They have to they have to quarantine themselves, self isolate them if they have been affected with the virus. But at the same time, it was all the more important to maintain calm, to maintain the essence of uh, being in the large global community to help each other out, to look for people who have been affected with this virus. And as a result, we have seen that people have come close together and been helping out, because quite a lot of things that the way things were continuing earlier, they were not continuing now. This virus, of course, is going to remain with us for a little while, because that's how these things are. But now, as you must have seen, that people have started going about their businesses, maintaining social distancing, maintaining calm, maintaining necessary precautions, and that's all what's needed from our end. And of course, inshallah, we must always pray to God that as soon as possible, He takes away this calamity that is amidst us and brings us a better order and a better living condition, with which we can all enjoy the way the world was earlier, or in a much better way. Things should turn for good. And with that, I would leave you with a very positive note of being upbeat, being completely rounded up, and at the same time being careful, not just for yourself, but for your near and dear ones and for the people in general. So I think my little lecture is over here, and I would be looking for an interesting set of questions to be asked. And let's see who can just beat the bell today.
Okay, thank you very much, Yasser. And it was really very informative. And now we are going to start the most awaited quiz on Corona. And this time the quiz is quite simple because the Corona is nowadays talk of the town, and everybody talks about this and everybody is aware of the facts of Corona. So it's not going to be difficult for the participants. That's my hope and my belief. So wish you all the best, my dear children. And here we go. You all know the rules. The rules are very simple. I'm going to give you a code. You have to enter that code in the quizzes app. And if you don't have the app, then directly type joinmyquiz.com, and there you enter the code and then write your name. If you are not writing your name, then naturally we will not be able to recognize that who you are, and then we won't be able to give you the marks or the positions. And the purple book. Every week you have to appear for this so that you can be able to participate in the qualifying rounds, and then after that semi-final and then final rounds. Final is going to be in the month of December, that you all know very well. So please participate every week regularly, otherwise you are going to lose marks if you are absent on that day. So here we go. We are going to play live. And this is your code on the screen, 636277. 636277 is your code for the Corona quiz, and it's on your screen.
I would just also type that code on in the chat box, 636277.
So we can see that participants are joining us.
Joining
That's
in.
really
I
nice.
love that pop-up noise when this clicking noise when they start joining. It's like they're raising their hands. That yes, ma'am, I'm present.
And I request the teachers, if the teachers are joining us, to kindly send this code to their students so that their students will be able to participate. 636277, because we want the maximum participation.
Absolutely.
Actually, I'm not able to type this code on YouTube today. I'm unable to do that. But I hope the people who are on the YouTube, they are watching this program and they are able to find this code, 636277.
Mhm.
If some volunteer can voluntarily type this code on the YouTube comment, 636277, then that's going to be a great help for us.
Brilliant. Mm-hmm. Corona.
Okay. So, are you ready, Yasir?
Yes, ma'am. Completely.
Fine. Then let's start.
All right. So, my first question to the participants is, where did coronavirus come from? From which country? And your options are A. China, B. Korea, C. Italy, or D. USA. That was an easy one. I think you'll be able to do it. The second question, what is a symptom of getting infected by coronavirus? A. Feeling of itchiness, B. Sore eyes, C. Cough, fever, and short breath, and D. Stomachache. The third question is, uh, below are the ways to protect ourselves from coronavirus, except, except, and you have to tell, washing your hand regularly using soap, B, traveling to relax ourselves, C, staying away from a crowded area, and D, not touching your eyes, nose, mouth before you wash your hands. Wow. And of course, there's another option of eating more fruits and vegetables. That was the third question. The fourth question is, which tool should be used to protect ourselves from spreading coronavirus? Is it a hat? Is it a Are these masks? Are these socks? Or are these D plastic bags? The fifth question is, what should people do if he or she is sick or get symptoms of coronavirus, fever and short breath, which are in general? And their options are, they should keep calm, they should immediately see the doctor, they should ignore the symptom, or they should go for self recovery. The sixth question is, how can coronavirus spread from human to human? It is through a droplet when some people are infected and they sneeze or cough near other people. Is it B, when people are infected and they're saying hi? The third option is that it's which is C, when unconsciously people touch be people are touching, sorry, when unconsciously hand is touching the droplet in public surface, then it is contaminated through eyes, nose, and mouth. Or D, sharing and using the same spoon, glass, straw while eating and drinking together. Good. With that, I think the seventh question. What is social distancing? Is it a type of dance that we do when you are happy? It is a recommended dance that we should, recommended distance that we should maintain from each other. It is a type of virus, or is it a social media live chat platform? Very interesting. I think the questions are fairly easy. I think they're all gonna smash this one. How long should we wash our hands? And you have to tell, of course, in seconds. The ninth question, my friend is having a house party. What should I do? I should not go, because even if I wear a protection, I can still be exposed to a virus, because all my friends are going to be there. They can, and they are clean people. That's why I should go and wear my gloves and mask and go and bring some more friends. What should you do? There's a question on social responsibility. 10th, what is the recommended distance that people should stand apart to help prevent the spread of the virus? Is it 2 feet? Is it 6 feet? Is it no recommended distance? Or is it 10 feet? You have to tell the answer. And the 11th question, what are the most common ways in which the virus is spreading? You have to choose all the options that apply. Is it by hugging? Is it by coughing droplets? Is it by being outside? Or is it by sneezing droplets? And the 12th question, you have to tell true or false. The best way for children to do social distancing is by avoiding play dates, sporting events, and staying at home for school. Is it true or false? Okay. Now we come to the 13th question, which is what are the rules to follow in COVID-19 situation? Okay. uh, is it to go outside? Is it to wear a mask? Is it to be at home? Is it to sanitize? Is it to do namaste? And people have already finished the answering the quiz. They're already typing in the chat box. My goodness, I'm lagging behind. I should speed up. When did coronavirus came? You have to answer the year to the 2017, 18, 19, or 20. And then the 15th question is that you have been given a picture and you have to identify which of these looks like a coronavirus, a typical coronavirus. I think that's easy for you to answer because this is the only picture we are seeing so for so many days now. And the 16th question, how many days will coronavirus take to incubate inside human body? I think I touched upon it. A 17, B 14, C 21, or D 28. And the 17th question is about a mask. You have been given four pictures. You have to identify which is the most effective to prevent the spread of the coronavirus disease. As a mask, you have to choose one of these pictures in front of you. The 18th question, coronavirus is infected by air, B, water, C, touching, or D, by the other means. And then the 19th question, can a virus be good? And the options are only when it kills my enemies. B is just a simple no. C is perhaps, maybe. And D is yes, when a scientist uses it for gene therapy. And 20, structural and functional unit of life, tissue, cell, organ, or organism. And 21, the final question. We have come to the final question now. And the final question is a group of similar cells that perform a specific function are called cell, tissue, meristem, or organ. Group of cells that perform similar functions are called cell, tissue, meristem, or organ. And with that, the quiz is has been the questions have been asked. The quiz still continuing. People are still putting their answers, and I can see quite a lot of lovely uh, children here making their way to the top. Absolutely wonderful to see. Wow. And this is a very apt Halloween music that you have got on the background. You know, it suits the coronavirus situation as good as it can. The marching, the great harrowing march of coronavirus. Wow, I think quite a lot of students have also joined today. I can see definitely 20 of them joining, which is very interesting. A decent crowd. No, I like the turnout.
So, Yasir, I think they are about to finish. Let's just finish their quiz.
Mhm.
And again, we can see the result is going to be the same, I hope. The same children, Miraj, maybe Taif, maybe Abbad, or maybe if Nikhil is there today. So, Nikhil, out of these only are going to top. What do you think?
Uh, I am just happy to be looking at such a good turnout, and I think, of course, the students can try very well. Someday we can actually give the prizes to the ones who are coming on the top from the bottom. So we can actually bring them up on the stage, and then we can yeah, we can have a chat with them.
Your suggestion is logical,
Be-
but I don't think that it's going to be acceptable by others.
No, no, of course,
I'm okay for
with
that.
no detriment, we are not putting off stage the ones who have topped, but we are also going to be inviting the ones who have come from the bottom, just to make the both sides meet.
Okay, so now let me finish the quiz because time is already over. And 16 of them have already completed out of 21. So,
Absolutely. Yeah, and people have actually said that in the chat box that they have won and they have finished the test and they have found only two questions
actually, the
incorrect.
issue is that some of them they join quite late. If they all are
Mhm.
on time, then it's going to be very easy for them also and for us also to manage. If they are late, then it's going to be their loss. Naturally, they can't complete within this short period of time. Okay, so
Yes,
now
that
we are
because this is a
stopping.
quiz, there are time restrictions and you have to come on time to make the best of it.
So now let's see who's going to top.
Let's see
Whether
who has come on the
Miraj,
top.
Taif, Nikhil, Abad, who? Yes, Taifur Rahman and Nikhil second and Miraj third.
Ma'am, you guessed it
Congratulations.
absolutely right. I mean, you were on the spot about this.
Yes, yes, and see how
We have.
many dancing cards. It means that most of them have done extremely well. And
I think, ma'am,
yes,
you should just make it an open forum of anybody securing above 90% being considered among the toppers.
yes, of course, they all are toppers. You see, Taif 100%, Nikhil,
Wow.
Miraj, Aditya, and Mohammad Faisal. So they all have done all
Absolutely.
correct, not a single wrong.
Yeah, yeah, and if you go at the list, look at the list of people who have achieved at least 90%. I think eight of them have at least achieved 90%,
Yeah, you are
and
right. Yes.
which is marvelous,
Yeah,
marvelous.
wonderful result. Congratulations, and I request all the students to
Well done,
kindly
all the
join us.
participants.
Well
I'm
done,
really
very well done.
happy. I mean, this is
And
two thumbs up from my side.
sometimes the students they face in joining us because the Zoom link and passcode I have already shared in the group. So
Mhm.
they are requested to just refer to the group and then use the passcode and the Zoom ID and then join us. May I
Yeah,
request the
yeah.
participant to join us, please? Here we can see there are three participants with us. Uh, Zanul Hoda. Zanul. Yes, Zanul. Switch on your
Zanul,
video.
you can switch on your camera and unmute your mic, and then you can talk to us. He is,
Yes,
he is.
what's the score, Zanul?
90%.
Congratulations. Very well done.
Very good,
90%. Now,
Zanul.
where is Arsalan? Arsalan?
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam. How are
Walaikum
you,
salam. Yes,
Salan? You did very well. What's your score?
Ma'am, sir, 71%.
You can do better next time. You can do better next time.
71%.
No, no.
Any particular reason? Yes,
He's not
Arsalan, any
saying
particular
it.
reason? You
Yes, ma'am. In that questions that have to select two, ma'am. In that questions I had done wrong.
okay? Multiple selections. You did wrong.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You thought that only one thing you have to select.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now
No,
let
no
me
cause for
announce.
worry. Better next time. Better luck next time.
Yes, Miraj, congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Miraj,
You are maintaining
Wonder
to be
Girl.
among top 5.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Yes. So how could you do that? You prepared well for this?
It was damn easy. Really, it was really easy.
It was easy. You found it easy, ma'am. I think Miraj has to be shifted into a different category now. Yeah, she finds every quiz really easy, and I've become really,
Miraj,
really embarrassed to come in front of her.
yeah. Miraj, the fact is that when we are familiar with the things become easy for us. So since we are talking about COVID-19 quite often in the house, outside, in the school, with the friends, with everyone, so that's why things are familiar, means easy for us. You are right that the things were quite easy.
And ma'am, I wanted to ask one more thing that, ma'am, you had allowed only one attempt, right? Ma'am, many of them they are on 2 places, right? Like TAP is on first also on 11th also.
Actually, the problem is in the house, if there is only one gadget and there are two people participant, then naturally they have to use only one gadget. So at times there is this type of problem. Like suppose you and your sister both have to use the same gadget. Then how will you do? So one person does and then the other person comes back. So this is the issue, why they are doing a second time.
First time they'll attend, then if they are
Yes,
in bottom,
Fabiha, you can,
then
Or
again
maybe
they'll
Taif has got a special talent
they
of
should
becoming 2% at once. Thought about it? No.
actually they should change the name. That's they are not doing. They should change the name. If they are some other person is using the same device, they should change the name. Yes, Fabiha, how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. What about you?
I'm good. What's your score?
Actually, I didn't know my score very well because I just totally forget about the quiz. I don't know why. Maybe some their network issue. So I haven't scored a good marks. But like when I was playing, when I remembered that today's quiz and I was playing, then it suddenly ended. So I didn't. My quiz wasn't go well.
Yes, here we can see 47% because many questions we have not attempted yet. Maybe because of time constraint.
Yes.
No
So,
problem,
no,
Kabeha. The fact that you came up and listened to it was more than enough. These things happen. Of course, this is technology. It can be disrupted anytime. But as I always say, coming up, showing up, participating is more than half the journey.
okay, now Fabiha, have you seen Yasir Bhai's interview? Where is Fabiha? Have you seen Yasir Bhai's interview?
No.
You all must see how Yasir Bhai has spoken in his interview. I have shared in the group in the EduFam competition. So please watch it. It is worth because Yasir Bhai has given lots of tips for the children, for the youth, how to become a scientist, how to achieve success in life. So that's worth watching. Okay, this is not
Yes.
only for Biha, this is for all the students who are with us. You must watch it and then you give your comments as well. We will be waiting for
Yes,
your
and
comments
we'll
on
be
that.
happy when you write your comments in the chat box so that I can read what your suggestions are and how did you like the interview.
Okay, thank you very much, my dear. And now let me announce a very important thing that you all are going to participate in the competition. That's very, very important competition for all of us. And as you all can see on the screen, this is Maulana Azad's birth anniversary. And Maulana Azad's birth anniversary is on November 11. So November 11, we are going to organize one declamation competition. And it's very, very simple. You have to just learn the speech of Maulana Azad. And the duration is 2 minutes to 5 minutes, minimum 2 minutes and maximum 5 minutes. The speech should be original of Maulana Azad in any of the languages, Urdu, Hindi, and English. You learn it, you make a video, and then you send to us. I have already circulated the Google form for this for uploading. So please fill that Google form, upload your video on that and send to us. And if you are unable to upload on the Google form, then email ID is also given in this edufaminternational@gmail.com. You please send your video on Edufam International. And if your video is good and you have learned the speech nicely, then you will be invited in a big function that we are going to organize on November 11 with lots of dignitaries and guests will be there and they all are going to listen to your speech and the best speeches will be awarded on this. On that.
Can I participate? Can I just read the entire Ghubar Khatir on?
If you participate, then all the awards you will take, I'm sure. So
no, never. I'm sure that if I participate in this quiz, I'll be the one who would be somewhere in the bottom of the list. And let alone talking about these children are far more intelligent than I ever could be. So.
But I didn't say about the quiz. In quiz, I know that you will not get, but in the speech, I am sure that you will get.
Okay.
So I don't want to deprive my students, those who are now my lovely small kids, because they have taken your place now in my life. So that's why now I want to give them the awards.
No, it's just the fact that you are opening up a forum for speech, I couldn't resist coming up and, for old time's sake, raising up my hand and saying that I want to be a participant.
You can come as guest of honor.
All right, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank
and
you.
then you listen to the speeches of our young minds and you motivate them. You are most welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, Yasir, then thank you very much. It was really lovely to have the kids and watching them performing so well and 100% getting 100%. Really, it shows that how genius they are. And
Absolutely.
we must appreciate them, and we must always appreciate their sincerity, how sincere they are. Every Saturday at the particular time they have to keep themselves free to participate in the Purple Book quiz. This is really
No,
commendable,
ma'am,
and we must
this is
appreciate
the
them.
most
And
rewarding, and I'm absolutely everything for them. My heart goes out for them when they come up. It's just very lovely to see all of them. But ma'am, before we end, my request again is to end it on the same note as we started. Can we have that lovely bit of singing again from you, please?
for me,
Yeah, of course. You started
uh,
the show with.
I wanted the children to have some rhymes on that. Corona, Corona,
Corona,
Corona.
Corona,
Na
Corona,
na 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 na
Corona.
na.
Very good. I think I can clap to that. Lovely.
Thank you very much. Now I think we have got some messages from the students. Let us just
Let's take
see.
for them.
Ma'am, I want to next time topic is birds. So next time they
Interesting.
want the topic birds. Is it
No,
okay
it'll
for
be
you?
interesting. Oh, well, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Yeah, we don't get to see. Now we are days we are only tweeting. We are not hearing the tweets of birds in the real sense. So yeah, it's good to know more about birds.
Okay, so somebody is rhyming. Miraj Fatma. Go, go, please go na, go na, go na. Miraj, you have to sing and then you have to show your talent. Wonderful rhyming, but you have to sing yourself.
I
Okay,
think
so
we
the
can make
topic
a
was
we can also make a choir group of them and just go for virtual choir singing, isn't it? That would be lovely.
yes, yes, yes. Maybe next time we are going to have one choir singing on birds because now the topic is birds next time. So it's taken, well taken, birds. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much, Yasir. And
Thank you,
then
ma'am.
take care. See you next week, Saturday. Have a lovely day because your day has just started.
Yeah, the day has just started and the
Take
rain has
care.
also just started. Thank you, ma'am. See you. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.